Good morning and welcome back to Boysenberry Designs. My name is Terese and I'm so glad you're here. This week we are doing a couple different things. So each day I decided that I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've made each day for accountability, but also curiosity. I want to know if I'm super productive in a week or not. I feel like lately it's not. I am waiting on a yarn order still from Premier and from Michaels. It's been like over a month for Premier. Michaels has been a couple weeks. So I'm working with the yarn that I currently have on hand, which is not much, but I'm a little bit excited about today's makes. I don't usually make a whole lot of snugglers, so like baby loveys, that kind of thing. I've made some large snugglers before from Mama Made Minis like 2 years ago, like a fox, a dino, a yeti, and something else, a bunny, I think, forever ago, like the large ones. But I've been working on some shop mod makes, I think is the name. I'll look in a second. I've been working on the Della Duck, the baby Della Duck, and the bunny. So I just want to show you a couple of my makes from today. And each day this week, I'll show you just kind of what I've made. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what I've made. Okay, so I am going to show you first the bunny, just because this one's my favorite. I'm waiting on my spouse to get back from Walmart for more black. I ran out of just like black worsted weight yarn for like embroidery eyes. Don't know how, doesn't matter. He's getting a couple things for my cat anyway, so he's gonna grab some. So I have this bunny. I just need to do the eyes, the nose, and like shape it. But it's so cute. It's like this speckly brown color from Hobby Lobby, and then there's just white and my hair. So this is cute with a yellow headband. Again, I just need to do the eyes, but super cute. I love the ears on this. It was actually, and a tail. It was actually super easy to work up. Same with the ducks. For some reason, I thought these would be more complicated than they were, but they're really not. Cute. And again, I'll show this once I get the acrylic yarn from my spouse. And then I have two Della ducks. So this is the normal size of the baby Della, and it's just out of like blanket white yarn. So that's cool. That's my cat. So I have this with a purple headband, and then I had a smaller yarn, and I literally don't know what this yarn is. So it's like a chenille yarn, almost like a Bernat velvet maybe, because it turned out significantly smaller. Like if you look, it's significantly smaller. So my guess is it's Bernat velvet. I just don't know what other yarn I would have had. I don't know, because I made this first and I'm like, wow, that's not the right size. So then I actually pulled this out. Yeah. So anyway, there's like a mini one and then the baby one. I don't know, preemie and baby, I guess. But that one has embroidered eyes too. I didn't do a headband on this one, mostly because it would have to be so tiny to fit this. I figured it just wasn't worth it. So I have this one, and again, it's like a snuggler. So they're flat in the belly, but stuffed in the head. And then I have the blanket one, which is like an off-white and with a purple headband. And my hair again, I am so sorry. But yeah, so there's my three quick makes of the day. So that is it for right now. I am though gonna work on my temperature blanket. So I left off on this like hot pink, and hot pink is less, what is it? I have it right here. It's 20 degrees or less is the hot pink, and this mint is 21 degrees to 30 degrees. And we keep fluctuating between like 0 degrees, which is all this hot pink, to like 14 degrees. So I ran out of the hot pink, so while my spouse is at the store, he's gonna grab that too. I am caught up through, this top bobble row was the 1st of February, and today is the 9th. So I am gonna have to catch up on that, which I'm hoping to do here shortly when he gets back. So I'm gonna work on this the rest of the day, and then I have some house stuff to do. So this is probably all the market prep I'm gonna do for today, other than I do need to do some math on my next event, which I'll introduce in the next video, and like what I need to make each day, but I'm still waiting on that yarn order. So it's a little bit of a crapshoot, to be completely honest. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow, and that'll be day 2 of the week, so Tuesday, and I'll show you the progress I made on this overnight and tomorrow morning, because I like to crochet while I drink some coffee, and I'll show you what I make tomorrow. See you then. Hi there, welcome back. Today technically is day 2 on your end. However, it's really Thursday for me. I just haven't recorded because I'm just kind of like, you ever just get down in the dumps? That's how I feel right now. I feel very defeated. My yarn orders still have not come in, and I have a festival in April. Like, a lot of people come through this festival. It's my 5th or 6th year doing it, and both my yarn orders still haven't showed up, and it's Thursday, and they're like a month behind anyway. And then my polyfill is out of stock where I get it, so I just feel very like meh. So anyway, I'm gonna show you Tuesday what I did, Wednesday what I did, and then today what I've done so far. And this is just small business related. I do have other stuff I do, but this is just craft related. So on Tuesday, because I didn't get my order in, I was cleaning out my drawers, like of my shipping materials, so the polymer, tissue paper, I have like logo stickers, that kind of thing. And I found this diamond art that I literally just had like this section left, and it's like under the sea themed, so it's like blue, tans, browns, and then it has some like opaly like sections in it to have like a translucent vibe. And it's just from Walmart. It is so cute, and I finished it, so I'm gonna show you. So again, it's not huge or anything. I've seen like way bigger ones, and it's just like an under the sea thing. And there's like spots on it. You know what? I'm gonna turn it around so you can get the full vibe of it. 1 second. Okay, so here it is. And again, there's like the parts where it's like, it gives the vibe of like a fake diamond. It's very exciting. Anyway, it's super cute. It's not the most even piece like on the thing. I could take a card and like push it over, but I'm no professional anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And it still has the crease where it was folded in the box there and there. But I think it's cute.
Please don't fall. Please don't fall. I see a shark. Wait, that's actually a shark. Please. Yo, this game has taken an even creepier turn, dude. What is happening?
This is just from Walmart when he was getting stuff the other day. So we did find the mint, so I was able to do 6 rows on my temperature blanket. So now I'm only behind 3 days. Today the 11th. No, today's the 12th. I'm behind 4 days. But anyway, so I was able to create 6 rows, because this mint was 6 rows worth in order, and then I'll have 2 rows of the hot pink. So I have to wait until I get that, but it looks like in the next day or so I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby. Honestly, if I wait until Monday, the new ad will be out, and every other week Hobby Lobby yarn, like all of their yarn, is 30% off. So I honestly might, instead of just getting it like tomorrow or Saturday, I could save $1 and I'll just go Monday and just get a couple balls of it. I think that'd be the smartest option. But anywho, so let me turn this around and show you the progress. It's like a section this big. Very exciting. So 1 second. So last I left off, and through February 1st was this hot pink row. So February 1st row was this bobble row. Oops. The bobble row of the hot pink. And then I was able to do the 6 rows. So double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, skip, and then 2 more double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 rows. And that gets me through February 7th, I guess that would be. So then the next 2 rows are hot pink. So I had to stop there, and I have a book where I write it down. That way I like don't forget where I leave off. But anyway, so that worked out pretty good. And then that's all I could do this day. So this is all I did that day. It was just the 6 rows as far as like craft wise. So this is Wednesday. So now we're on to Thursday, which is today. So today I was able to look through my yarn, because I do have some velvet yarn. By velvet, I mean, I call it velvet. It's just chenille. It's technically like, it claims it's a weight 4 from Premier. However, in my brain, I very much relate it to velvet. In my brain, it's velvet because it's thin, and I only use it for, what do I use it for? I use it for scrunchies, rubber ducks, keychains, bees, and sometimes axolotls. It depends on the dye lot and like the thickness. Some of it's a little rough, but I really just get it from Dollar Tree. You can get the big cone, like the big cone itself, for on sale. I just looked, $19.99 I think, and it's like 20 balls worth on a big cone, which really I should do instead of going to my Dollar Tree and like searching and searching, because my local Dollar Tree doesn't have any except for like some acrylic, and even then it's like 1 color. But my bigger Dollar Tree in Oswego, which is like an extra couple miles, their Dollar Tree is huge. So there's like food in there. My local one doesn't have like the refrigerated and freezer sections, and then there's like a whole section of yarn. And by yarn, yes, they have acrylic, of course they do. However, they have the just chenille, so like the velvety chenille plush, and it's $1.50 I think now, or $1.25 now. It might be $1.50 now. They keep upping it. Couldn't tell you. I haven't been there in a bit. And then they also have some it's not fur, but it's like fuzzy, because I've made Nugless the nugget, like the 420 nugget, for a gift for somebody before. So it's like, it's textured, but it's not fur. I really don't know what it's called. But anyway, they have a variety of stuff there. So I just kind of grab it there, or I go to Auburn further out because they have like a whole aisle of this yarn. I had some velvet on hand, just chenille on hand. And then I had some blanket yarn. Like, I'm looking at my yarn I have until I get my order. It is embarrassing. Like, let me show you. In here, I just have like the scraps of like either thinner or like a velvety vibe, and this is the Dollar Tree yarn, like it's skin color, whatever. And then I have my scraps over there. Sorry it's so dark, it's just a very gloomy day. But anyway, so I have like this kind of stuff. So I was just kind of sorting through here, seeing what to use, and then I'm gonna show you my embarrassing yarn hoard right now. And by hoard, I literally mean like half of 5 skeins until I get my order. Like, this is how desperate this is. Okay, so as you can see, this is all I have on hand until I get that order. And even then, this is just acrylic yarn. So I have white, barely any white, olive. I have the speckle blue that I can never figure out what to do with. I have another white, but this is more thin. And then I have this really thick demi pearl black from Michaels. Like, this is all I have. The other cubes are literally just waiting for yarn. And then I have another display in my office space that's completely empty too. The point of me saying all this is it's embarrassing how little I can get done right now until I get those orders. Like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. But anyway, let me show you what I've made today, because I found some blue of that just chenille yarn, some yellow, and then I did some scrunchies. So let me walk you through what I've made today. So let me start with a finish item. There is something that I had just enough polyfill to finish. So Oddball Crochet, I did a tester for her bubs. She has a lot of bubs, but specifically the one with a zebra, elephant, alligator, lion, with me testing the zebra, but I have the full bundle of it. So I did another one of her elephants. This is like my 3rd or 4th one I've made, and I used that blue speckle yarn. So I made like a little elephant with embroidered eye, and then this one's done, and it has the little tail on it. Cute. So this one's done, and I'm adding it to inventory. It's already on my Etsy. And then the rest are bodies. What I'm gonna do is turn the camera around and just show you. It's easier than holding it up because it's just a body anyway. So 1 second. We're starting off strong, and we are gonna go through the stuff that I just made. So this is just from today. They're just bodies. First we'll start with the bees. So I have 6 of the yellow and black bees, and then I have 1, where is it? It's over here. I have 1 of mint with black, and this is just chenille from Dollar Tree. Again, you can get it from Premier Yarns. I just find it easier because I like to go in person to yarn shop. I find it easier on this type of yarn just to grab it from Dollar Tree. I don't know why, I just prefer that. But anyway, so 6 of the yellow and black, 1 of the mint, and I'm not adding these to inventory. I am adding the elephant that I have over there because it's finished, but these are not finished. And I don't like to have the false sense of what I have on hand. So I'm not adding this to inventory until the polyfill's in, and then until I surface crochet the wings, because I don't like to separately do the wings. I just find it easier to grab the stitch, do the double crochet, yada yada, make the wings. So anyway, 7 bees, but these are not going into inventory until I get my polyfill. So 7 bee bodies, bee skins. I have 2 scrunchies, 2 more scrunchies, I already have 2, but teal and black, perfect. I have, oh, let me do the frog next. I have 1 of Mom Stitch Eddie's frog, and this is out of the olive green. It's coming off more like brownie, like in person, but it's olive green. And I finished it until, so I need to do eyes, but often I do embroidery eyes. I'm not sure which I'll do on this, but I finished it until I need to fasten off. That way I could still stuff it, so that'll be fine. So I have 1 of those. I have, I think 2 rubber ducks, or did I just do 1, 2? I have 2. I have 2 blue rubber duck bodies, and I technically finished it to the last row, but I make these in my sleep. They're very easy to make, so I'll just take out a row, stuff it, and then just decrease the top. I just wanted to make sure I cut enough yarn so that I'm not shorting myself. But anyway, I have 2 rubber duck bodies, and these are out of just chenille as well. It's just, I like the size out of this yarn, and I've not had any complaints. And then I used my scrap yarn that I was showing you earlier in my drawer of the blanket yarn. These are just scraps of the blanket yarn. And oddly, my striped leggy froggies do better than greens, pinks, any other color. So I just did like, it's a gray, brown speckle, and then like 2 different shades of green and green speckle. So I finished it to where I just have to close it and do eyes, either felt or embroidered. So I finished it to where I could stuff it. That's what I mean, to where I could stuff it. And then lastly are just some keychains. Is that all of them? I was thinking there was 3 white ones. I think I'm missing 1. But anywho, I have little baby chickens. I just myself modded, what's the name? It's the Mabel chicken, Oak and Marlowe. But I just like modded it and reduced it. So I made the bodies of chicken keychains because they sell really well for me, specifically this white. And then the blue sells well, like a deeper blue. So I have 3 white chicken ones, and I just need to stuff it, sew it shut, like whip stitch it shut, and then add the comb, the mouth, eyes. So that'll be easy, and then the keychain. So I have 3 white, and then I have 2 of this like baby, really pretty blue. So I have 2 of that, almost like periwinkle sky blue. It's like a weird mixture. So I have 2 of those. So 5 chicken keychains. But again, none of these items here, other than the scrunchies technically too, and the elephant, none of the rest will be counted to inventory. Oh, there's the other one. There's the other white one. Okay, so that is it. We are caught up through today. And honestly, I have appointments tomorrow. So actually, I think we're going to end the video here for now. I do have to get on a phone call and hope that customer service can help me either locate my yarn. Would be fantastic. It'd be even better if it just got delivered. And I have it shipped to my P.O. box because where I live, I don't have a mailbox. It's too close to the P.O. or it's too close to the post office. So this road just doesn't have mailboxes. So because we're getting so much snow, I actually have it to the P.O. box because it's just a safer like selection than having somebody throw it in a snowbank. And I talked to the mailman over there, and he's like, well, you have to get on with them. It's not an us problem. Like, okay, but somebody should consider it a problem. But anyway, so I'm going to go through Premiere again this week and see if they can just figure it out. I've never had a problem before. And, like, I'm an affiliate of Premiere, and nobody else has told me they've had a problem with their order. My guess is it's weather-related, but at this point, it's frustrating. But yeah, so I'm going to do that, to then hope to be able to actually work on stuff because I have a market coming up in just like 2 months and I would love to start market prepping. And I know y'all would like to see that too. That is it for today. Thank you so much for following along. Until next time.